of snow may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Great-grandfather met great-grandmother when she was a shy young miss. And great-grandfather won great-grandmother with words more or less like this. Lavender blue, dilly-dilly, lavender green. If I am king, dilly-dilly, I'll need a queen. Who told me so, dilly-dilly, who told me so? I told myself, dilly-dilly, I told me so. If your dilly-dilly heart feels a dilly-dilly way, and if you'll answer yes, in a pretty little church on a dilly-dilly day, you'll be wed in a dilly-dilly dress of lavender blue, dilly-dilly, lavender green. Then I'll be king, dilly-dilly, and you'll be my queen.
If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home. Away from home, away from home, away from home, away from home. Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home.
This is Karen MacArthur playing the Fairy Court.
This is Bob and Colin MacArthur playing Cadbury.
Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Place in my hands the wonderful key that shall unclasp and set me free. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my mouth and let me bear gladly the warm truth everywhere. Open my heart and let me prepare love with thy children thus to share. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my heart, illumine me, Spirit divine. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear calling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling. But he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
singing, playing sonatina. Here is Grandpa on his violin. Let her go!
Pauline MacArthur and Judy Booker singing "I'm a Lonely Little Petunia."
All the saddest words that I have ever heard, the saddest is the story told me by a bird. We have spent about an hour chatting on the phone, and here's the tale of our told. I'm a lonely little petunia in an onion patch, an onion patch, an onion patch. I'm a lonely little petunia in an onion
Uptown Boogie. When I'm worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. When my bankroll is getting small, I think of when I had none at all, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. I think about a nursery and I picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. If you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep, and you'll fall asleep counting your blessings.
Mrs. Lynn's 4-H speech.
My trip to Los Angeles. A year ago last spring, my brother Wayne and I were excited, for our parents had booked us on a trip to Disneyland. 5 days seemed like forever. Then we started out to Winnipeg. We left our winter coats at Grandma White's and boarded a 737 to Vancouver. At Vancouver, we took a 727 to Los Angeles. The meal on the plane was different. We had shrimp and steak kebabs. I played cards with the lady beside me. Soon I asked her where her husband was. When she replied, I felt kind of silly, for she said she was a nun and didn't have a husband. Pretty soon we were at the Los Angeles airport. What a sight! There were palm trees all around, and the weather was so warm. We took a bus to our motel and went for a short dip in the heated pool. Next morning we went to Sambo's for a pancake breakfast. Knott's Berry Farm wasn't far, so we walked. We saw the Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell, which were almost like the ones in Philadelphia. Mom and I decided to go on the burro ride. We each took a burro and were going at an easy pace. All at once it started to buck. Boy, what a fun ride. We went to a mine where we saw different types of rocks and men working, but we soon found out that the men weren't real. At Knott's Berry Tales, they had mechanical bears who were making delicious pies for the fair. Finally, we decided to go on the log ride. These were big logs with seats in them, and you floated along very nicely till all of a sudden, whoosh, down the steep slide. After all this, we decided it was supper time, so we went to the chicken house where we had chicken and boysenberry pie. On Tuesday, we started by going to the alligator farm. We saw alligators, crocodiles, snakes, and lizards. We thought that we could walk to Cars of the Stars, but ended up calling a taxi. On display, they had the Love Bus, the Split Chevy, the Red Baron, and other cars we see on television. The third night, we stayed at the Disneyland Hotel, just to say we'd been there. The next 3 days were the best of all, for we went to Disneyland. We could hardly believe our eyes. It was almost like a city. We went to Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Frontierland, Bearland, Main Street, and New Orleans Square. We went on many rides, like Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, Wally the Whale, It's a Small World, Snow White, The Rocket Ride, and America Sings. At Bearland, we saw Town Bear and Country Bear, which had bears singing and having a great time. I got my portrait done at Main Street. It looked a bit like me. At Frontierland, we toured the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse with all their belongings. My dad and Wayne liked New Orleans Square best, where they had men playing instruments and singing. They had groups like the Straw Hatters and the Disneyland Band. They listened while Mom and I